different associates. I'm always thinking they're subjected to change. Nothing stays the same, things always changing like the seasons. As soon as I get my hopes up issues, I struggle mentally on different ways I can let go. As I look up in the sky to talk to God, I notice the birds in there, not worried about a thing. Mm, free. Ooh, ain't know what that they can't fly. Can y'all hear the music or is it too low? Don't gotta worry about social issues. Ooh. Man, smoke a blunt and listen to this shit. Walking through the forest, talking to all the pixies and the fairies. Oh, don't gotta worry about people falling out with you. I struggle mentally on different ways I can let go. As I look up in the sky to talk to God, I notice the birds in there, not worried about a thing. Oh, free. Ain't know what that they can't fly. Oh, I'm so jealous. Ooh, 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 yeah. Oh, I'm so jealous. Ooh. Peace, love, health, and well vibe tribe. Like and subscribe. Help your boy break away from that 9 to 5. My name is not important, but what is the fact that I'm here on behalf of Sacred Self Healing Center, where the heart is the center for healing. Man, we got a very, 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 very powerful episode. We are combining today's energy of the new moon, which is going to be about 11 p.m. tonight. Okay, so y'all already know what up, what up. Peace, love, health, and wealth to everybody. Namaskaram. Let me know all the greetings that y'all know from around the world. I forgot. I supposed to do that at the beginning of every live. So, konnichiwa, wa salam alaikum, howdy, peace, Islam, what else? What else we know? Que pasa? Habari, Yajuni, right? What's how they say what's up in Swahili again? Um, Poa. Something, something. What did you say in Swahili again? Supposed to say something, something. Supposed to say Poa. But anyways, we gonna get them greetings. Salam alaikum. Wa alaikum salam. Wa tu'allah. Right? Shout out. Shout out. Yeah, I took my shahada. Don't tell nobody. Ashe. Right, right, right. Yeah, yeah. All of that stuff. Namaskaram, namaste. All that stuff. Namaskar. All that stuff. Where we at? What my dude say? Varakum? Yeah, all of those worldwide greetings. Peace, love, health, and wealth. Like and subscribe. Help your boy break away from that 9 to 5. All right, we got the week ahead and we got the new moon energy in combination for today. Yes, I did it that way on purpose and not, to combine the energy because, man, when I tell you, right? When I tell you, right? So just so y'all know, this is not a troll. This is a real video, and those are my real haters. Yes, I repeat, those are my real haters on the thumbnail. All right, I just AI'd them a little bit so I won't get in trouble. But yeah, I'm not an active Muslim though. I don't, you know, with respect to, you know, with respect to the submission, right, of God. I don't practice, but I did take my shahada before, right? I've been consecrated in a lot of spiritual systems as well as energetic healing systems as well. So, you know, when you really get deep into it, you know that we are brothers for real. It's only the uneducated ones who argue about the stuff that they argue about, right? But if you know, you know, right? Shout out to the Pope. All right. So I don't want to waste no time here. Only thing I will say, yes, respect with all, yes, Lord. Respect Jainism, all of it. Uh, shalom to my Hebrews and my, you know, shalom, all that. Even in the Bible, they greeted each other with shalom. You know, in English they you know, they spin it a little bit, but even in the Bible they greet each other with shalom. So yeah, yeah, humanity is above. Well, nope, you can't say that. You can't now. Now here's where we get into an etymology discussion, right? Because so when you talk about human being, that's more of a new term. That's a newer saying. Okay, so human beings is how you classify civilized people, right? Human beings is how you classify civilized people. So if you're not a human being, then you're a savage or a tribesman. You know, those are people who's not accustomed to civil law, right? They're not accustomed to what is that called? The Great Leviathan. Oh, maritime law. Maritime law. So if y'all don't know about maritime law, you know what I'm saying. I'm probably about to get flagged for even saying no two words together. Damn. All right, fuck it. Anyways, if y'all ain't hip to maritime law and all that shit, then be careful when you use the word human being. All right. Because remember, before you was a human being, you was what, 3/5 a human? And the reason why you was only 3/5 because you didn't have the intellect that goes along with it. And they didn't care what color you was. You was a nigga if you wasn't civilized. All right? You was a nigga if you are not civilized. Okay. So enough of that. I really didn't want to be on here too long. All right. So we got the week ahead reading. I really don't want to say too much about it because I worked very hard on the script, and I believe the script is going to pretty much cover everything. Oh shit, shit. Jizzle, I'm gonna sing you. Damn, I don't want to. I gotta sing you something real fast. It's for the reading. All right, it's for the spirit animal, the sacred spirit oracle card we got. All right, so because I don't have a book, and because you know I might be able to. Nah, see, it's gonna take too long for me to find it on the computer, man. Because I had to go through the websites to find it. I'm gonna screenshot the book, and I need you to email it to me. Okay, so I want you to get this email down real quick. It's for the. Hold on, let me put it in the chat. I'm gonna put it in the chat real fast. All right, here we go. Forever, evil, peace, love, health, wealth at Gmail. Damn, I knew it was something that I forgot. So because I don't have a paper book, they sold me the shit without the paper book. So I gotta get off the live real. I'm not gonna hang up, y'all. So please don't leave. I'm just gonna screenshot the interpretation of one of our oracle cards, and then but I'm gonna save it for the end. So it's plenty of time for it to pop up. But I at least gotta get it. All right. Well, welcome here. We're gonna get you some new. We're gonna get you some hearts and everything. G, do you mind spamming him some hearts and introducing him to the Vibe Tribe a little bit? Go ahead and plug your channel and whatnot. They trying to recruit. They trying to recruit an army against us. When they ain't got no merit, when they basing they shit off falseless claims, and then they immediately go to, oh, I'm a woman, and you should treat a woman like that. What? Are you crazy? So when all else fails and you want to rely on being a woman, but where was being a woman at when you started the trash? Y'all can't do that. All right, so here we go. We have okay, so before I forget, let's go ahead and welcome all the new people here. So it's a bunch of people here who's not liking the video. I'm assuming that y'all either here to spy on me or whatever. But if y'all is gonna spy, then at least hit that like button. And don't leave. Please don't leave. Just double tap that screen like I had a BBL. Or I bet you if I had a BBL on Instagram and my baby hairs was touching my eyebrows, y'all would hit that like screen. Yeah, I bet y'all if I had some 47 triple D's, y'all hit that like button. Yeah. I bet y'all if I was gyrating to hype me up, if I had that 12-inch foot long and some great sweatpants, y'all would hit that like button. See, what they doing is they just screen recording. They just sitting here waiting for something to report, but ain't nothing to report. All right, so for all of those who is here, I just want to say peace, love, health, and wealth. Can we spam some 4 green hearts? Okay, so for all of those who are new here, don't know what we about, maybe you heard some slander on my name, etc., 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 let me introduce you to the Vibe Tribe, okay? My name is not important, but what is the fact that I'm here on behalf of Sacred Self Healing Center, where the heart is the center for healing. Remember, when you come here on my channel, this is spa day for the soul, chicken noodle soup for the spirit. All right, this is mani petty day for the ego, right? I don't teach people to kill their emotions. I don't teach people to kill their ego. I tell you to fully integrate those things and fully understand who and what they are, because they will lead you to either success or failure on this plane we call the 3rd dimension. All right, so why are 4 green hearts important? Why is 4 green hearts important? Well, just like how people draw sigils, and wish death on people and stuff like that. Well, here we use the 4 green hearts as a sigil to wish peace, love, health, and wealth, right? And in addition to peace, love, health, and wealth, we also wish people law, order, balance, and stability, right? That's the 2nd heart. The 3rd heart represents the 4 elements that we must balance to truly be in tune with the 5th. Right? And the 4th heart is representing the heart chakra in the 7th chakra system. And also we use the color green to represent the heart chakra in the 7th chakra system, because that's like a little color therapy. All right. So again, when we use those 4 green hearts, I'm a Reiki master. So with me being a Reiki master, I understand that intention is one of the most important things in this world. Intention. Right? So I place intention in those 4 green hearts. All right? So now that you have been officially initiated into the Vibe Tribe, you are more than welcome to place peace, love, health, and wealth every single time you post those 4 green hearts. And whether it's somebody spying in the background, right? Or whether it's somebody who's really here for a healing, you could book all my contact information is around. All right, all of my services is in the description box, everything. All right. So like I was saying, now that you have been officially initiated into the Vibe Tribe, it is now your responsibility to welcome others the way we have welcomed you. So welcome. All right. So like I said, I like to see these green hearts used on other people's channels. right? I be seeing people who's not even a fan of my channel no more still using those green hearts. And I'm not saying that to be funny, but what I'm saying is that it's something very powerful, right? About placing your intention, knowing that you don't even have to speak words. You could just post hearts and it's going to love and nurture and heal people in their mind, body, and spirit, right? So also I want to shout out to the greatest moderator in the world, none other than Nightbot. Shout out to one of the most beautiful women in the world, Young G Liz from the bottom of the map with a 50 round clip in the bottom of the strap. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah. All right, so now that we got that out the way, not that it was a chore, let's go ahead and reset the room. Look at all these witches ride the broom, right? Let's go. All right. All right. So where is my notes that I took on this read? And before we get to the, all right. So we have the number 23, spirit, animal, or whoa. Where is the what you call them at? Uh-oh. Okay, Peter messed up. Where's the downloads? Okay, go to downloads. Okay, there they go. We got to go to number 33. I think 33 was the first one. All right. Here we go. Here we go. One last thing before we get going. At least once a day, let one commercial play for 30 seconds and tap the link to open up the website. Now remember, you don't have to purchase anything. You don't have to put your email on anything, nothing. But your favorite tarot reader don't get paid from commercials unless you let it play for a certain amount of time and or interact with the video. So why not do both? Of course, after this live, we will come back and do individual readings, y'all, okay? So I just wanted to go ahead and knock this out. And then tonight, we are going to do a new moon meditation, okay? We are going to be calling in energy with the new moon. All right, we're going to be calling in energy with the new moon. Remember, this full moon that we just passed was for us to release things. And for some of us, some of these things that we're releasing is going out kicking and screaming, right? But my thing is that you can do whatever you want long as you're on the other side of the door. All right, I'm 23, LeBron James, right? Michael Jordan, don't play with me, don't do that. All right, welcome, beautiful souls to Sacred Self Healing Center. My name is not important, right? But I am so grateful to have your time, all right, your attention here with me today. As we sit under the powerful energy. If you powerful energy of the new moon, right? A time for new beginnings and deep manifestations. Okay, remember the new moon is a time for new beginnings. Okay, back in the day, the new moon would signify a new month. That's why we always transition signs around the new moon and not the full moon. Okay, the universe right now is aligning to the path to aligning on your path to bring you closer to your highest potential. And now is the time to step fully into the possibilities before you. Trust that you are calling, trust that what you are calling in is already on its way. All right, so let's take a deep breath and allow the messages to unfold. All right, so if y'all know how I operate, we're going to start off with an affirmation. All right, now the affirmation is pinned in the chat. All right, so because the affirmation is pinned in the chat, I'm going to go ahead and ask you guys to recite the affirmation after me. All right, so with that being said, let's go. I am open to receiving all that is meant for me. My heart is aligned with the magic of the universe, and I call in what is meant to manifest for my highest good. All right. So what I want you guys to do is I want you to screenshot this affirmation, write it down, make it a part of your everyday life, make it a part of your morning alarm, right? A shout out to the Muslims, right? Because they sleep, they pray when they wake up, they go back to sleep, pray when they wake up again, then they pray at lunchtime, then they pray at the end of the workday, then they pray at dinner time, then they pray before they go to bed, right? And what that's doing is called priming the quantum field to attract and repel the things that you want out of life. Okay, so when you constantly reciting an affirmation or a prayer, you are reciting. Yeah, I know some Muslims pray more than 5 times, right? It just depends on if you Sunni or because some Muslims pray 3 times, some Muslims pray 1 time, some Muslims only pray when they kill a fly or a person. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I know some Muslims that only pray when they kill things. But anyways, damn, that sounds crazy. But I'm just saying stuff that I seen in the past. I don't have no direct connection to people who kill people. I just want to put that out there, especially with them, with them people watching. But so yeah, like I said though, make sure you recite this prayer before you go to, I mean not prayer, but as you go to bed, when you wake up, right? Throughout the day, right? Tape it, post it on your steering wheel. If you in and out your car 4 or 5, 6 times a day, why not put it on your steering wheel? Yeah, that sounds strange. I know. I know. It sounds crazy, but you know what I mean. I just had to clean it up just in case somebody tried to misconstrue my words. But same thing for anybody. I know some people, even Christians. I know people who only pray when they need, when they in an emergency, when they need something. What up, y'all? Can y'all double tap that screen, please? All right. So again, let's go over this affirmation again, okay? I am open to receiving all that is meant for me. My heart is aligned with the magic of the universe, and I call in what is meant to manifest for my highest good. Okay. And it's really funny because the card of the day is saying just that with the 4 cups, which is that you might be waiting for something. You might think you might be calling in something that's specific, but spirit trying to lead you to something, right? And I always say this: get ahead of the curve before the curve get ahead of you, and then you be fighting an uphill battle for the forever, right? So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into the number 23 card of the Spirit Animal Oracle deck. It says Unicorn. Believe in the magic and purity of heart. All right. So before I get to the definition that came with the book, I just want to bring I ain't talking violence. All right, I want to give y'all some background on just like the energy of, you know what? I'm gonna go with the book first and then I'll spin back around because the notes that I got is gonna go way in depth, way deeper than the book. So let me go to the book, pull up number 23, which won't be long because I'm already here. All right, the unicorn. All right. The symbolism of the unicorn is rich in magic, mystery, and purity. Delving into the concept, believing the magic and purity of heart, the context of the unicorn can be approached in various ways. Magic and enchantment. Unicorns are legendary creatures, often associated with magic and enchantment. We're invited to believe in the power of magic in our lives. It encourages us to maintain an open spirit and to be receptive to the wonders and miracles that can happen around us. This allows us to recognize and appreciate the beauty and mystery of the world around us. Number 2, purity and innocence. Unicorns are a symbol of purity and innocence. Their untamed and unblemished nature represents the beauty of the soul and sincerity of the heart. When we receive the message of the unicorn, we are invited to cultivate the purity of our heart and keep our mind and spirit free. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry about that. Where was I at? Mind and spirit. Where did that go? All right, when we receive the message on the unicorn, we are invited to cultivate the purity of our heart and to keep in mind and spirit free from impurities and negativity. It invites us to preserve a sense of wonder and innocence in the world, even in the face of challenges and difficulties we may encounter. Number 3, belief and hope. Unicorns are a symbol of hope and faith in the power of good. When we receive the message of the unicorn, we're encouraged to believe in our dreams and to keep hope alive for the future. It invites us to cultivate a positive outlook on life and to believe in the transformative power of love and kindness. This allows us to overcome obstacles and pursue our goals with determination and confidence. In summary, when we receive our message of the unicorn, we're invited to believe in magic and purity of the heart. It encourages us to keep hope and faith alive in our dreams and to cultivate the purity and innocence of our soul. Listen up. This allows us to live a fuller, more meaningful life where we feel in harmony with ourselves and with the world around us. Right? I ain't even got to speak on that, but we know that that energy is prevalent right now. All right. So, oftentimes the unicorn is associated with the air element, especially with the symbolism of the third eye or the ajna being heavy here. So that air element is associated with intuition, clarity of thought, and the spiritual connection. Okay. When you're talking about the numbers of this card, when you combine 2 and 3, it becomes 5. Okay. What up, Brian? And not only that, but we're going to have multiple fives today. Just to let you know that, again, the fives will. Remember a couple weeks ago when we kept pulling all these cards and it kept being fives, kept being fives, kept being fives? Well, that was 30 days ago. That was literally a month ago that we was doing the individual signs and we kept getting fives, fives. Well, those fives have manifested. Okay. And listen up. The number 5, right, is calling for the need of change, transformation, and freedom, along with adaptability. This number highlights a new direction, expected opportunities, and the need to embrace what feels out of the ordinary. Right now let's dive a little bit deeper on the unicorn. The unicorn itself, again, represents purity, divine innocence, unseen spiritual forces. Interesting. It's a call to trust in the magic that exists around us. All right. So in Qigong, right, in Reiki, um, even in Christianity, they talk about the Holy Spirit is always all around us. But what do you mean, the Holy Spirit? So the air we breathe, right? That is what they call chi or ki, right? That's the key imminent force that animates all life on this third dimension. Well, Ryan, if you've been feeling low, then you in the right place because now is the time to manifest the highs with the new moon, okay? So just so y'all know, after this collective reading, I will come right back live, maybe after I make a smoothie. And then we could do individual readings for free. All right, for free. All right, but I will accept donations for deeper readings, more, more detailed readings. Understand that KP is not responsible for the exchange rate. All right. Uh, my my legal tender is the USD. All right, US grade AD, meaning the US dollar, not anything else. Right, G-Leds. All right. So remember, this card encourages you to believe in the miraculous nature of life and to acknowledge the power that resides within you. Hint, 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 hint. It urges you to reclaim your divine wisdom and remember the magic that is within your heart. Ryan, I already made a video about that, okay? So if you want to go see what I'm talking about, then you're gonna have to go back and watch that video, all right? But my channel already got reported and everything, and they continuously slandering my name, right? They're calling me a woman abuser, a woman hater, and all of that stuff because I turned them down, right? And because wait, it's not even just because I turned them down. It all started because somebody felt like they was quote unquote laughed at. So with that being said, let's continue. So let's look even deeper into the unicorn. All right. So the unicorn is symbolic of spiritual enlightenment and transcendence. All right. It signifies purity of heart, connection in the higher realms, and the channeling of divine inspiration. The card suggests that the path forward is clear if you trust your intuition and remain open to the magic all around you. So with that being said, I know, we use a lot of big words here, but simply put, you got to be optimistic for your future. You got to be optimistic. When you become optimistic, you're going to project optimism to the universe. So that means that people are going to be more receptive to you because you're positive. So it doesn't matter what they said you did. It doesn't matter what this, and that, right? The real ones are going to be able to see through that. The real ones is going to say, okay, you said this person did this 10 years ago. You said this person did this yesterday. Well, let me get a feel for this person. Let me see, because we all make mistakes, right? Let me see what this person really about, right? So use your own discernment with you, right? And that's the only way people is going to be able to see your real light is when you tapped into your real light. So if you always feeling guilty about stuff, you're going to project that. If you always feeling scared, you're going to project that, right? And there is some people with ESP who are not necessarily light beings, but you don't have to be a light being to have ESP, right? And we get that confused. There are some people who's tapped into the dark side, right? Or when we talking about the tree of life, what up, beautiful? How you doing? When we talking about the tree of life, some people that's tapped into the severity side, the dark path. I feel guilty about leaving. No, don't feel guilty about leaving your ex. Nuh-uh, not when we got the spirit animal or the unicorn here. Oh no, not when we the Michael Jordan. You see that number 23? We the greatest of all time. We the GOAT. Yeah. Yeah. Have you ever seen a goat? I'm gonna go to ChatGPT. I'm gonna say, what would a goat and a unicorn look like? And it's gonna be a picture of you. Yeah, you who can hear my voice. If I ask, see what you feel guilty for, right? This is when the narcissists take advantage of the good people. We ain't doing that no more. All right, so we could talk about that in the next live, okay? So let's get through this collective reading because this is for the whole vibe tribe. All right, we don't want to make this about well, it is about the individual, but let's not get too distracted because it's people who's going to watch this on a replay, okay? So as we close out the message of the unicorn for now, we will come back to the unicorn momentarily. All right, but uh let's move into the tarot cards, okay? So the first card we have here, we're gonna have three cards, okay? The first card is the Page of Cups, okay? So I want you guys to remember that the page symbolizes somebody with a renewed sense of vigor. The pages doesn't have to be a young person, but the page represents a person who has young energy, meaning they're vibrant, they're optimistic, they have goals, right? The page could also represent like a person who just moved up into a management position, or maybe even a person who has had their heart broken, right? And they're now healed. And now they're looking for messages to say, hey, is love coming soon? Or maybe they're telling the fish to go find them love, right? Because if you understand how the subconscious work, if you understand how God or whatever you want to call it work, there's a give and a take here. It's not so much of just give me insight, give me insight, give me insight, right? You can actually program the quantum field to bring you things as well as send out things, right? Your brain, your body, right? Your mind has antennas. If you didn't know, your brain has antennas. And I think we got more antennas than we think. But I got to go back and read my book and see how the book that I read before crossed with some of the new information I got. And if y'all want the book, let me know and I got y'all. All right. So again, the page represents the earth element, right? The page represents somebody who's looking to get grounded, who's looking to achieve things. All right. That's why the pages are always so optimistic, so outgoing, like so free, because it's like the fool card in a sense, where they're full of vigor, they full of zest. Oh, that sounds gay. Like they ready to go. Man, that sounds crazy. Like they're ready to achieve things in life. I'll just say that. So here we got a person who's looking to achieve things in the water element, which is I feel. This could also represents emotions towards romance, etc., etc., etc. All right. So remember that the pages represent the number 11. We don't talk about these numbers once we get to the court cards, right? And this is, I ain't gonna send those shots, but you know, this is why KP is the king of tarot, right? This is why KP is the king of tarot, because they not gonna teach y'all this. The 11 is the page is represents the 11, all right? And we already know what that 11 is about. It's a doorway, all right? So master number 11, right, signifies spiritual awakening, intuition, and visionary insights. Listen up, visionary insights. What we just say about that unicorn? All right, I will continue. The Page of Cups is the Page of Cups signals a time to trust your inner guidance and follow your emotional truths. It is the energy of youth and spontaneity. All right, youth, meaning like mentally. All right, reminding you to connect with your playful side. All right, metaphysically speaking, this card speaks to the need for emotional exploration and opening yourself up for intuitive messages. But remember, the intuitive messages you have the ability to send and receive. And this is going to be very important as we move through this reading. The Page of Cups is the archetype of the dreamer and the emotional messenger, right? It is also a call to nurture your creative expression, as it is often in our emotions that the seed of our true desires are found. So remember what I just said about us moving in our authenticity. When we really truly move in our authenticity, it's almost going to be like there's, you know, like a secret force moving things behind the scenes for you, right? Which we call God, the quantum field. In Reiki, we call it the universal life force energy, right? And we understand that this universal life force energy is neutral until we act upon it. All right. But if you guys interested in Reiki or any of that other stuff, please hit me up. Okay. I don't want to get too deep. All right. So the Page of Cups can indicate a message from the subconscious, dreams, or visions that are speaking directly to your soul. All right. So be on the lookout for confirmations right now. All right. It suggests that you are being guided by inner wisdom that may come in mysterious or unexpected forms, asking you to stay open to new insights. So remember, people don't literally walk around talking to fish, not daily, right? Maybe G-Lids do, but you know, not daily. So with that being said, they say the great divine speak through signs and symbols. So this could be random conversation at the grocery store. This could be Somebody calling you, telling you something you was just thinking about, or talking about something you was thinking about. This could be seeing something on a license plate or a billboard that was like, I was just thinking about that. This could be coming into KP's channel and seeing the numbers that you've been seeing certain animals, seeing certain cars. They'll be like, you know what? This person do remind me of the Page of Cups. This person do remind me of the Seven of Pentacles. So remember, we have the combination between the seven, which shows knowledge, completion, solutions to problems, and then we have the earth element, which is all about what makes you grounded here on this third dimension. Again, the I statement for the earth element is I own or I possess. So these are the things that make you feel grounded here. Your house, your home, your job, your car, your boo thing, your rose, whatever it is, right? It's whatever gives you peace and pleasure. All right. So let's go ahead and cook. All right, let me catch up to the chat because I've been seeing it move, but I've been trying to catch up. I'm severely behind schedule. Severely behind schedule. General question. How to heal heart after getting heartbroken? First thing you got to do is promise yourself to let go. Oh, somebody talk about breakfast? Hold on, because I need some breakfast. Shit. Who's calling my phone? I wish I had somebody cooking me breakfast right now, shit, while I was working. I'm good. Just finished cooking breakfast in my new kitchen. I love my new stove. Uh-oh. KP about to be on your back porch like a cat. You got a new kitchen and a new stove? Shit, I'm about to be in your backyard like a squirrel. Stop playing with me. I swear to God on my mama. Stop playing with me, gang. 607 Unc not the punk, gang. Just put some bowls. Just put a bowl of food and some water on the back porch, and I'll creep around sunup. I'll be there around sunup, okay? Every morning around sunup. It's gonna be like a couple. It's gonna be a. It's gonna be a couple. It's gonna be a couple crows with me too, and a couple ravens. All right, maybe an owl or two. Damn, I just spilled some coffee on my grounding mat. All right, well I gotta wash my grounding mat now. Yeah, I got it grounded, Matt. So what? Yeah. So what? It got silver in it. Not every morning. Yeah, not every morning, because eventually you're gonna feel bad. You be like, you know what, KP, you could come stay in my basement. It's okay. You just gotta watch out for the spiders. You know what? Where you live at, there probably ain't even no basements. You gonna have to build me a doghouse or something. Arr, who's calling my phone? Don't be mad, I be in that bitch. Who's calling my phone? Who's calling my phone? Is it Keisha? Is it Ashley? I'm be in that bitch jamming. I'm gonna be in that bitch jammy OVO sounds. Who's calling my phone? Who's calling my phone? All right, we've been in live for 44 minutes, 44 seconds, and there's 4 people currently in the chat, but we only got 3 likes. Please double tap that like button, please. Who's calling my phone? Who's calling my phone? Hell yeah, you gonna have to build me you gonna have to build me a dog house in the shape of a bird house. KP live from the basement. Live from the 504. It's Mr. Crazy Flow jumping like a bunch in a rope. All right, here we go, y'all. I love y'all, man. I don't even express my love for y'all because y'all know I am love. So I'm gonna start telling y'all I love y'all more. That's probably why I'm in trouble now. I love black people. Not damn, son. So dead means black means dead civilly, right? I don't know if you hip to maritime law or not. Yeah. I don't know about that one, cuz. Damn, man. Ryan, come on, man. You can't say words like homie and then turn around and say I love black people. That sounds like an identity crisis, bro. I ain't even gonna lie to you, man. You gonna have to reintroduce yourself before you start saying shit like that, bro. You got to be like, yeah, man, I'm Irish, but I grew up in the projects. You got to say shit like that before you come up in here talking about some. Where you from, homie? I love black people. Damn, son. Where'd you find this one? Damn, son. Where'd you find this one? All right. So the number 7. All right. A number of spiritual growth, reflection, introspection, retrospection, and assessment. 7 is the seeker of truth, encouraging you to pause and reflect on the fruits of your labor. It's time to assess whether you've been invested in. It's time to access whether you're invested in what you're in. I don't know what the hell wrong with me right now. It's time to assess whether what you're invested in is truly leading you to your highest good. There we go. Okay, I got it out. The 7 of Pentacles represents the cycle of growth and harvesting. Pause. Pause, pause, pause. All right. So when you guys, I'm a comedian, so be on the lookout for my YouTube special too. It's called The Mad Rejects. All right. I got a 1 hour stand-up special coming soon. All right. But I'm a troll. I troll a lot. A lot, a lot, a lot. I troll a lot. All right. So with that being said, I'll catch up to your messages in a second, okay? But remember this, the 7 is the card of spiritual growth. No matter what suit is in, it's the growth card. Remember, once you get to 7, 8, and 9, you're way closer to 1, 2, and 3. So that means the manifestation is closer than expected. All right. So what this 7 of Pentacles is representing is your ability to see bigger picture. Listen up, guys, of what is happening for you in your favor. So if you are losing people, right? If you are being called to apply for a different job, if you are this, you're that, right? If you come in here on my channel, you're seeing confirmations. Okay, understand that this combination of cards is spirit letting you know that the things that you've been hoping for, the things that you've been praying for, the things that you've been chanting for, right? They are on their way. Only thing you got to do is just wait. Only thing you got to do is just wait. At this point, remember, when you doing the work, the spirit works from the inside out, not the outside in. So you can't expect changes in the world before you see changes in yourself. That's taking old problems into a new house. That's taking past trauma into a new relationship. And KP don't teach that. I refuse to teach that. Thank y'all for letting the commercials play. Right? KP don't teach that. We cooking with gas. The 7 of Pentacles represents the cycle of growth and harvesting. Right? This card asks you to take stock. Now listen to what I'm saying. This card asks you to take stock of what you've been nurturing and whether or not it's aligned with your soul's true purpose. So again, the reason why I'm stressing this is because when we talking about the energy of the Pentacles, is I possess or I own. So this could be people, places, and things. So we can't have anything in our general vicinity that we don't want or need anymore. All right. So do you guys know on Pokemon Go how you got the little circle around your feet and you can only interact with things that interact with your circle? Well, they use that as they took that from a spiritual concept of your aura, talking about what's called your sphere of influence, right? So in some spiritual teachings, we teach people not to worry about the things that they can't influence, right? One example is if you at work, worry about work. If you at home, worry about home. If you at school, you worry about school, especially if you can't do anything about it at the time. You got to be able to focus on what you're focusing on in the moment. We can't allow what happened at school to distract us from cooking dinner for our kids. We can't allow us possibly, having diarrhea and burning the raviolis affect us tomorrow at work. Right? We can't allow burnt raviolis from last night to affect us tomorrow. All right? Is very It's a lot of spiritual systems that teach people about having a short-term memory. It's about, well, to be honest with you, to me, being called black is offensive because civilly speaking, black is dead by law. Right? So, you know, these days, it's best to ask what people identify as. You understand what I'm saying? And that's to keep you from awkward moments because I'm a loving person. I'm very understanding, right? But some people who see that might not be understanding. And so it's my job to bring awareness in a joking way that we all can be able to grow and heal and move forward without any guilt, without any shame, without you know what I'm saying. So I'm very understanding, but like I said, I troll, and that's the best. Sometimes I have to deliver the medicine just directly in the veins, and sometimes I can wrap a fruit roll up around the medicine, right? So it's really just what the moment calls. But ain't no hard feelings though. All right, so I'll catch up to the messages in a second, but that last message just caught my eye, and I just wanted you to know that it's all peace, love, health, and wealth over here, man. That's all it is. It's peace, love, health, and wealth over here. So the Seven of Pentacles represents the cycle of growth and harvesting. This card asks you to take stock of what you've been nurturing and whether it's aligned with your soul's true purpose. All right. So again, don't worry about what other people's definition of happiness is. Don't worry about what other people's definition of being a man or being a woman is. You got to move with, you can't worry about your village. You can't worry about your city. You can't worry about your town. You can't worry about your mama. You can't worry about your daddy because at the end of the day, the decisions that you're making in life, you're going to have to live with them, right? These people are not going to be living in the same house with you paying your bills. They're not going to be living in the same house with you having sex with you, having your kids, going to class, studying for you. So why do their opinions, right, strip us from our happiness? Nobody's opinion can strip us from our happiness unless we was delusional in the first place. But if that's the case, then new information doesn't change who we thought we was. I mean, new information doesn't change who you are. It changes who you thought you was. So you got to be open to new changes, right? Ain't that's what the Page of Cups was saying? That you're going to see the changes that you've been asking for is going to be reverberated in the world. And these two cards is confirmation. All right. Um, the Seven of Pentacles is about patience. It's about understanding that growth takes time and that patience is key and manifest in abundance. You said you keep seeing commercials. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, man. I do a lot of lives. And I don't get a lot of donations. So I ask you can I just ask that you bear with me through the commercials because you know KP got to get paid somehow, some way. All right. So before I move forward, and we will come back to this Seven of Pentacles very soon. No, you just watch one for 30 seconds, bro. That's it. You besides that, you could just let it skip. You could just let it play for 5 seconds and skip. So the Seven of Pentacles in closing suggests that success is on the horizon, but only if you are willing to be patient and discerning, right? Page of Cups. The occult meaning here is alignment with natural rhythms. Listen up. This now I'm about to cook. Understanding the cycles of planting, nurturing, and waiting for things to come to fruition. Remember, when you have an idea, of a way to make your life better, for example, you are impregnating the subconscious or the quantum field with a new idea that's to be birthed in 3 days, in 3 weeks, in 3 months, whatever, right? But if you really want it, and if you're willing to pursue it, then it's going to make yourself readily available. And if it's not, if it don't work out, remember, either it was not meant or it wasn't meant for right now, right? And it's up to you to decide. And you will know, because when you come here, you heal your heart, and that's going to open up your internal compass, right? So you can combine these cards. All right. So I'm starving, man. That coffee got me going. All right, so we only got a few more minutes left. All right, y'all. So bear with me. All right. So the last card we have here is the well, not the last tarot card we have here is the Five of Swords. Okay. So the five symbolizes change, conflict, also adaptability, and the power of mental transformation. The Five of Swords indicate a time when conflicts may have stirred the mental body or spirit, but this card is asking you to choose your battles wisely. This card represents mental struggle or internal conflict. In specific, you could be questioning righteousness, morals, ethics, etc., etc., etc. This card may indicate feelings of defeat or the need to rise above petty quarrels and struggles that distract you from your higher purpose. Spirit is reminding you that true power lies in wisdom over conflict, not in the need to win at all cost. All right. The Five of Swords indicate the release of unnecessary mental strife. It asks you to recognize that victory isn't about winning, it's about peace and resolution. Being able to walk away from the negative energy and being able to focus on higher truths. So this is the stuff that's hidden beyond 336. Where's 338 at? God damn, I'm hungry as hell. Hold on, y'all, cause I'm missing some slides. I just wanna freak la ma 11 5. Oh, introduction. Unicorn. Damn, I messed up my slides. But it should be here though, because I made sure I emailed everything. Damn, hold on 1 second. Yes, impregnating. Hold on, y'all. My, I ain't talking violent. I didn't get that email from you either, by the way. All right, it's all good. All right, here we go, y'all. So let's go ahead and close this thing out on a positive note. All right. So So we got one more oracle card before I give us our closing message. Okay, so let's go ahead and tap into this oracle card. So we got from the Sacred Spirit Oracle deck the number 30 card. In this sacred divinity, there are two paths ahead. All right, sacred divinity, and this card is very telling. I haven't seen the breakdown of it yet, but this card is very telling. All right, Jizzle, I ain't seen that email. What's up, baby? What's up, baby girl? Baby girl, what's your name? What happened to that email? You, I just wanna beat lil' mama. I ain't talking violence. All right, so this is gonna be a quick read, y'all. So bear with me as I, dig into my lexicon. All right, so embracing your sacred divinity is honoring the divine feminine and masculine that resides within you. Every person shares both aspects of divinity. There are not stereotypical versions of what it means to be a female or a male. Listen up, we were just talking about that. The divine feminine incorporates aspects of unconditional love, compassion, and gentleness, but these are also qualities of divine masculine. All right. So, having expanded our intelligence and consciousness, human beings are no longer critical survivalists. We have evolved to adapt We have evolved and adapted as a collective group. With growing intelligence, awareness, human beings, regardless of gender, can achieve these divine qualities. Men are able to embrace their inner gentler qualities, and women outward outward qualities of strength. Connecting to our divine self is to align with the divinity of source. Divine balance occurs when these equal aspects are in harmony within the body, resulting in a feeling of wholeness. Current distortion of the divine feminine and masculine has occurred within you. You may be feeling highly analytical or overly emotional. Now is the time to address this issue as you are weighed down with imbalanced energies. You may feel emotionally disconnected from either the masculine or feminine side. Right now, you are being asked to honor your sacred divinity that exists within you, expressing divine traits of creativity, expression, gentleness, confidence, and strength is what is required now. Feel the beauty and love that is uniquely you and honor it. Give yourself a special gift to remind you of the inner journey and how much you care about your divine self and well being. Connecting and creating a strong sisterhood and brotherhood is fantastic, but you must remember you radiate with energetic duality. Uh, if you find yourself ignoring or judging this side of yourself, ask yourself, what are you hiding? Identify these qualities without judgment and work on healing or balancing these aspects. So, shadow aspect of this card. This is how you know that you need the healing energy of this card. So, if you've been feeling illogical, if you've been feeling like you've been exploited, or if you've been feeling oppressed, all right, this is the one for you. All right. So we got a crystal here that I never seen before. So I'm gonna show y'all it. I just gotta figure out a good picture of it. So it's crocoite. 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 C-I-T-E. I just want to be. Oh, I think I did see this before. Okay. All right. So in a second, I'm gonna pull up the crystal that they recommend and that we use with this card. Okay. All right. So there you go, right there. Look like it's heavy in iron. Normally, crystals that come out this color got heavy, heavy iron in it. It's not rusty. It's just iron. All right. So that's Crocite. All right, that's that crystal that's associated with this card. And if you notice the color, I mean, of course this is kind of dim, but the colors that's here in the crystal is actually why can't I turn on the flashlight? That is weird. This phone be tripping, cuz. Why the hell can't I turn on the flashlight? Man, this phone be tripping. All right, so I got an angel and an affirmation for this card. So the archangel for this card is Archangel Camuel, and that is the angel of love, tolerance, and personal boundaries. So here's the affirmation. I'm gonna say it once and then I'm gonna say it 3 times. So repeat after me. I honor and respect the sacred divinity that pulses through me. I honor and respect the sacred divinity that pulses through me. I honor and respect the sacred divinity that pulses through me. I honor and respect the sacred energy that pulses through me. Sacred divinity, I'm sorry, that pulses through me. All right. I just want to beat La Mama. Ain't talking violence. Not at all. All right. So, all right. As we close, I want you all to remember that the new moon is the time to call in what's new. The energy of this moment is here to align you with fresh opportunities, creative insights, and divine guidance. All right. The unicorn asks you to open up the heart to the magic of the universe. Uh, believe believe that what you are calling in is already on its way. Trusting your divine guidance and intuition. The Page of Cup urges you to stay open to emotional messages and to allow your heart and creativity to flow freely. These messages are leading you to the deeper truths of your soul. The Seven of Pentacles encourages you to be patient with your growth, knowing that everything you've worked for is aligning. Don't rush the process, for the foundation your building will now bring abundant rewards. Lastly, the Five of Swords calls you to release any inner conflicts and choose peace over struggle. Your power lies in your ability to rise above petty battles and align with the higher wisdom of your soul. The universe is speaking to you. I'm sorry, the universe is speaking to you, and the path ahead is illuminated. Trust in this energy, step forward with intention, and know that all that is meant for you is already coming into alignment. All right, so here's the outro. Here's the final message. So, any questions, comments, or concerns, you can go ahead and post them now. If you're looking for a reading, I will come back in a few minutes so we can do individual week ahead readings. All right. Um, so lastly, I just want to thank you guys for sharing this space with me today. If you feel called to dive deeper, I offer private coaching, Reiki, personal readings, etc. to help guide you on your journey. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this reading with those who may need it. All right. May this new moon bring you all that you are calling in and more. Until next time, take care and let the light shine brightly. Put your lighters up, Crackheads, put your lighters up. Crackhead, put your lighters up. Right? This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. All right, let's go back and see. Country, she said, thanks, GIM. She said, not every morning. Shit, homeless man ain't got no rent. All right, so where are you from, homie? I'm originally from Ohio, LeBron James. All right, I love black people, not being racist, but they fun to chat with, especially women. Yeah, I love black women too, bro. They taste good. All right. He said, my bad. She said racism is ridiculous. My dad is from Africa. My mom is from Bakersfield. Where is Bakersfield? You gotta fill me in, bro. I keep seeing these commercials now. I saw it twice on your live. Well, keep on seeing them, bro. Impregnating. Did I hear that right? Yes. Yes, you did hear impregnating right. All right, y'all. So with that being said, we've been on here way longer than I expected to. So it's time for me to do a couple push-ups and break my fast. So with that being said, I want to thank you all for tapping in the Sacred Self Healing Center, where the heart is the center for healing. Um, I will be back in a few minutes. So like I said, it's been an honor and a pleasure. I thank everybody who came through and showed support to the channel. We do got a goal. We do got a purpose, and it's bigger than just using people's pain against them for readings, right? Because if that was the case, then I wouldn't be doing free readings at all whatsoever. So with that being said, man, I just wish everybody the best. And I just want to say one more thing. Peace, love, health, and wealth. Anything else, put it back on the shelf, because I ain't buying it, bum. Bye-bye.